If you are watching for the first time, then please do subscribe to my channel, and if you already subscribed, then don't forget to click the bell icon to get the latest uploads of my channel.
Hi guys, welcome to Sewing is Fun. Today in this video I'm going to show you another variation of Anarkali suit, and this is a requested video from one of my subscriber, and for this project I'll be using this brocade fabric, red and golden, and this is around 2 meters, and this lining, this is also 2 meters, and I'll be embellishing this suit with this pom-pom lace, and in the neckline I'm gonna use these real mirrors, and on top of this I'll use this ready-made ring. This you can easily find in the store, and while purchasing this kind of mirror, make sure it should be thin. Do not buy the thick one, because it will be very complicated to attach it in the kurti, and make sure there should be not any kind of a scratch in the mirror. It should be clear like this. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, we'll mark the basic body measurements onto the lining. So this is the 4-layered fabric facing right sides together. Now this is the folded side and this is the open side. Now from the folded side I'll mark the shoulder, half of my shoulder. It's 15 inches, so half of 15 is 7.5. I'll mark 7.5 here, and then down I'll mark my armhole, which is 14. Half of 14 is 7, so I'll mark 7. Now draw a box here. Now from here go 1 inches upward and make a line like this. Now find the middle point of this, 3.5 here. Now from this point mark your fourth part of your chest. I'll measure it 9.25. this includes 1 inch for seam allowances, and now we need to join all the 3 points together by making a curve like this. Now for making the front armhole, from this point just go 1 inches outside and make a straight line like this. Now connect this line with this curve like this, and just go ahead to the upside and connect this curve with this line also like this, and this is your front armhole. Now from this folded side mark the neck width. I'm taking here 3.5 inches. You can take accordingly, and from here in a cross way you can take the neck depth as much as you want. I'm taking 7.5 inches here. Now make a box again and then make the desired neckline. I'll be making here collar neck with a V shape, so I'm not making here any design. I'll tell you later how to draw that. Now from here give a shoulder drop of 1 inch and connect this point with this point in a slanting way. Now from this side, from the shoulder, just go 15 inches downward, mark the point, and in this line I'm gonna mark the fourth part of my waist. So my waist is 33 inches. I'll add 1 inch extra for ease allowance, so that becomes 34. So fourth part of 34 is 8.5. So from this side I'm gonna mark 8.5 here, and now I'm gonna connect this point with this point, the chest line. Now the ready length of my Anarkali is 43 inches, and the lining is always shorter than the main fabric. So here I'm subtracting 3 inches, so that becomes 40 inches. So from here straight I'll mark 40 inches there. So I marked the 40 inches here. Now I will connect this point with this point in a slanting way. I had also drawn a 1 inch margin for stitching purpose here. Now from here just go 3 inches upward and make a mark here. Now from this point just give a curve like this. Now after marking, this is how our pattern will look like. Now first I'm gonna cut this out. After cutting, I separated both the pieces. This is the front side and this is the back side. Now let's mark the neckline of the back part, as this is a collar neck. So from here, from the folded side, mark 3 inches and down just mark ½ inch, not more, and then join these 2 points with a bit of curve like this, and then cut this out. Now let's come to the front part. So from the top mark around 2 inches down here like this, and then from this point I'm gonna make a V shape. So just draw it like this, a bit of curve in this way, and from here just go straight and mark the V neck. So this is how it will look. And for cutting, you just need to cut this part. So from here till here just cut this much and cut the front armhole also, and later we'll make this V-neck shape. Now let's cut the brocade fabric with the same measurements of the front and back part. Okay, so now let's cut out the sleeves. So these are 2 identical pieces of my main fabric and the lining, and the length of this fabric is around 17 inches and the width is 7 inches. So this will be the length of my sleeve, and I'm taking my sleeves of 5 inches, so I'll add 2 inches for stitching purpose, so that becomes 7. So that's why I took 7 inches wider strip. And now fold it from the middle and make sure all the pieces are facing right sides together. And now from this folded side I'm gonna mark my armhole. So my armhole is 14 inches, half of 14 is 7. So from this side I'm gonna mark 7 inch, and from here, from the top, just go 3 inches down in this line and make a mark here in the 7 inches. And now from here I'm gonna give a curve to match this point and go straight like this. Now from here mark your arm round. Mine is 11 inches, half of 11 is 5.5, so here I'm marking 5.5. Now join these 2 points. Like this, and leave a margin of around 1.5 inch or 1 inch according to your requirement. I'm taking here just 1 inch, and make another line parallel to this line. Now from this curve just take the half of this. See, it's 3 inches here, so from this point go half inch inside. You can take 1 inch also, and now from this point just join this line in this way and make another curve. So this is your front armhole and this is your back armhole. Now first cut the back armhole. Now open it like this and then cut the front armhole. Now put the lining and the main fabric, this is the front side, on top of each other like this, and from this line where we had marked our neckline, just leave around half inch and draw another parallel line like this, and now cut this out. Okay, now let's come to the stitching part. Put your front piece and the lining together. This is the right sides, and now place it like this, align it properly, and then first you need to sew this neckline, so just leave around half inch and sew from here till here. Okay, so I'm done with stitching this part only, and now I'm gonna give a small slits without crossing the thread line, and then I'm gonna turn it to the right side. Now after turning it to the right side, it's looking like this, and now I'm gonna give a top stitch from here till here. Now after giving the top stitch, just do hemming on the lining as well as to the main fabric, and then from the point where we had left here, so start your sewing from this point to the shoulder, armhole, waistline, and then till the end. Just do one stitch to attach this lining to the main fabric, and you need to do the same thing with the back piece also, but the difference is you don't need to make the neckline as we had made here. Just attach the lining to the main fabric as we are doing here. Okay, so I attached both the lining to the main fabric. This is the front part and this is the back part, and I also given a hem in the bottom. Now I'm gonna sew this shoulder, attach this shoulder with the back part. So for that, put your back part, this is the right side, and on top of this put the front part like this, and now sew from here and from here, leaving around half inch. So I joined the shoulders here. I've given a double stitch leaving around half inch, and now let's prepare the sleeves. So for that, put your lining on top of this, put your main fabric, and just attach it to this by giving a stitches onto the edges, just near to the edges, don't leave half inch. Now after joining it to the main fabric, let's do the hemming in the bottom. So just fold it 1 and 2 times like this, and give a stitch near to the edges from here and from here. So I had given a hem in the bottom of my sleeves, and now I'm gonna attach this with the main kurti. So this is the front side of my sleeve and this is the front side of my kurti. Now I'll turn it to make it right sides together like this, and now where we had given a notch, just match this with the shoulder joining part, and now sew it from here by turning it like this. Just turn the sleeve, don't turn the kurti part, and sew it like this till the end, and start your sewing from the middle first and sew this area, then again start your sewing from here and sew this back side. Do the same thing with the other side also. Now after joining the sleeves, just turn your kurti to the wrong side, and now we are gonna close the sides of this. So just match the sleeves first and pin it. Then mark your arm round here, half of your arm round, and from here just move your measuring tape and measure your armhole. Here I took 7 inches from here to here, half of my armhole, and mark this point. Then join these two lines, and here also mark the second part of your chest and then your waist, second part of your waist. Join these two lines and then just go like this in a slanting way and do your stitch till the end. Do the other side the same thing. Now after joining the sides, this is how it will look. Now let's make the round collar here.
To know the drafting, cutting and stitching of round collar neckline, watch second part of this tutorial. The link is provided in the description box, and also know the easiest way to embellish your kurti with real mirrors. See you there.